Hi folks, David Fine from Watch Your Lip. This is your Fast Fish Beach Fishing series. Guys, today we are going to talk about leader material. Guys, very important topic. You're gonna wanna check this out, learn how to catch some fish, and this is very important, what leader you have on your lines. Check this out. All right, so guys, why do we put a leader on? If you're just starting out in fishing, you're going to think, what's the difference between the monofilament line that I'm putting on my reel and this stupid, really expensive fluorocarbon? Do I really need fluorocarbon? Guys, it's a big debate. The fluorocarbon does disappear in the water. You don't see it. So some of those leader-shy fish like snook or permit or even snapper sometimes can get real finicky. If you have too much tackle, they can see your leader and they won't bite the hook. I mean, literally, I've had snook just sit there and look at my live mullet and just sit there and look at it, and they won't touch it. And I think it's because they just know, they've been hooked before, and they know when that thing's attached to my food, don't eat it. You know, they want it, but they're not gonna eat it. So having the right leader material is very important. Guys, one of the major things that a leader does is that it creates a shock absorption when you're fishing. And so if you're, let's say you're fishing 20-pound test and I'm fishing for snook, and sometimes a snook can be 20, 25, even 30 pounds, all right? And you have a 20-pound test leader, 20-pound test line, and that fish jumps. Now you've got in the air a full 20-pound fish going against your 20-pound leader. If your drag is set a little too tight, it's going to break your line, okay? So what you do is a lot of times you'll use a little bit of a heavier leader material to help absorb the shock when you have a very, very hard fighting fish. And so with a snook or tarpon, I like to go with at least 40 pounds, maybe 60. Some people fish 80 and 100. I don't find a need to fish 80 or 100-pound test on the beach. But I actually fish 40-pound tests more than anything. And I'll use at least a 4-foot section when I'm snook fishing. If I'm fishing for tarpon, I'll probably bump up to a 60-pound, okay? 60-pound fluorocarbon for tarpon, and I'll try and use at least a 6-foot leader. Here's why. That tarpon jumps in the air. Sometimes they're weighing over 100 pounds, and that tail does this, and it hits your line. If you've got 20-pound test, that big old tail hits your line, good chance it's gonna break. So I like to have a little bit of a shock absorber, and the fluorocarbon is super strong. The fluorocarbon disappears underwater. You literally, you put it underwater and you can't see it anymore, whereas regular monofilament is a lot more visible. And so I keep, personally, when I go beach fishing, I keep 3 different sizes of monofilament or a fluorocarbon leader in my tackle box. I'll keep a 20-pound test. That I'll use for snapper fishing, blue runners, if the pompano are running, or the palometas, or even during the silver side run, I'll even use a 20-pound test fluorocarbon. This is a Usuri fluorocarbon. I like these little spools because they're nice and tight, and the pink fluorocarbon literally just disappears in the water. It's pretty cool. I go up to a 40-pound test. Actually, this is 40-pound test. This is pretty much what I would use if I'm fishing permit, if I'm fishing snook, jack crevalles. I'll use 40-pound. Some guys use heavier. I like 40 because it's light enough where it's disappearing in the water, very light, and you can still catch big fish on 40-pound test. If you're going up to tarpon, you can go to 60 or 80, or when I make those shark rigs where I'm kayaking a big blue runner out, sometimes I'll use an 80-pound test, monofilament leader or fluorocarbon leader, and then put a little piece of wire on the end because those are bigger fish. And guys, bigger fish, you need a little bit more of a shock leader. Now, finally, one of the things that I keep in my tackle box is a little spool of wire leader. Guys, this is number 7 wire. And what I'll do with this, when I'm fishing with a live blue runner or a live ladyfish, I will take a 1 or 2 foot piece of this wire and I'll splice it onto the end of the monofilament leader, and then I'll put my hook here. And the reason being, if I have a a 1 foot piece of wire, okay, a shark or a barracuda or even a kingfish comes in, they eat this wire is not going to get cut by their teeth, okay? And so, whereas if I had 80 pound monofilament and I get hit by a shark or a barracuda, 1 or 2 seconds, the fish runs and it's cut, it's gone. They cut right through the 80 pound mono like butter. So you don't want that to happen. Having a little bit of wire in your tackle box is a good thing, and that will solve a lot of your problems. Guys, we have a knot series, a knot tying series coming soon, where we're gonna teach you how to tie all the knots that we use on the beach, and that's a very, very helpful thing. So guys, hopefully this has been a little bit helpful. Yes, fluorocarbon's expensive, but if you use it right, and I definitely recommend getting the Seagar or the Usuri fluorocarbon series. They are expensive, but they work wonders. So guys, God bless, take care. Hope you guys catch some fish. Comment down below what you'd like for me to share next. We've got plenty more videos where this comes from, so I hope you'll subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you out there soon. God bless, take care, stay safe, watch your lip.